Hello everyone, my name is Gabriel and I am the technology manager at Vayda. Today I would like to talk about our approach for nutrient management. But first, it's important to talk about why we care about nutrient management. We know that fertilizers make up a large fraction of the farm budget, corresponding to 20 to 35% of the expenses. And even though we spend a lot of money on fertilizers, only a small fraction gets used by the plants. Depending on the nutrient, only between 20 and 50% of the fertilizer applied gets used. Part of the nutrients that are not used stay in the soil and can be used in future years. But some of those nutrients may be lost, causing environmental degradation and losses in profitability. At Veda, we are focused on increasing efficiency by applying only the nutrients that are needed and at the required amounts. There are three main pillars to our nutrient management approach. The first one is annual soil sampling. This approach is different from the traditional 3-year programs, where you collect soil samples in year one and base your fertilizer applications on those results for the next 3 years. We believe in this approach because it allows you to account for increases in nutrient availability produced by regenerative practices. With that, you tend to apply less fertilizer over time, increasing farm profitability while maintaining soil fertility. We know, for instance, that some cover crop species can extract nutrients deep in the soil profile and make it available in the soil solution as it decomposes. If you instead only sample every 3 years, you may miss out on capitalizing on those benefits earlier on. The second pillar is soil sampling by management zones. This approach allows you to reduce soil testing costs while still providing high-quality nutrient maps. I'm not going to go too much in detail about this approach today, but we have developed a proprietary zone delineation methodology that I will cover in detail in a future video. The third pillar is applying fertilizer at variable rates, according to within fields differences in nutrient availability. This approach allows you to take a precision-driven approach to nutrient management, applying fertilizers only where it's needed and by the exact amount. Fields are not homogeneous in the amount of fertilizer that they need, and blanket applications may result in over or under applications. So now I'd like to show some examples of how our nutrient management approach has worked on our farms. Here we are looking at phosphorus application maps for the years of 2022, 2023, and 2024. We soil sampled by zone every year and created the variable rate prescriptions according to each year's results. We can see that in 2022, the first year that we started the farm, we applied a total of 41 tons of P2O5 at the entire farm. In 2023, we applied 12 tons, and then in 2024, we applied 16 tons for a total of 69 tons applied over the 3 years. So now I'd like to compare these numbers to what we would end up having applied if we had sampled only year one and based the fertilizer rates on those results in subsequent years. So here we can compare our application to what we would have applied if we have followed a 3-year program. So if we had followed this 3-year approach, we would have applied 174 tons over those 3 years, which is more than double what we applied. So in fact, using our approach allowed us to achieve a 60% reduction in fertilizer applied, which corresponded to a $57 per acre in cost savings. So you may think that these reductions in fertilizer application may have resulted in decreasing soil fertility over time. But in fact, what we observed was an increase in phosphorus levels year over year. In 2022, for instance, we had 31.6 parts per million of phosphorus, and in 2023 we had 43.5 and 43.1 in 2024. So this shows that even though we are able to reduce our fertilizer applications with our approach, we still maintained fertility levels at the different fields. You may also think that our reduced phosphorus application led to lower productivity, but in fact, we saw year-over-year increases in grain yields. So corn yields increased by 34% from 2022 to 2024, and soybean yields increased by 33%. And then just to give another example, we saw similar results for potassium, where we applied a total of 30 tons of K2O from 2022 to 2024 using our approach, and in comparison to 63 tons if we had followed a 3-year program. So this translated to a 52% reduction in K2O applications and a $9 per acre in cost savings. And all of this while increasing potassium levels. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want further information about our nutrient management program, please check out this video from my colleague Amanda, who explains in detail how to navigate through our Vayda.ag portal to access your soil test results and fertilizer prescriptions.